Hello, Jeff Brozovich here from LongRangeOnly.com with another gear review. Today I want to have a look at the SWFA Super Sniper series of scope. This is the classic one. We're going to have a little look at this and see if it meets the requirements we need to do some long range shooting. So this is the one I picked. This is a classic design, one of the newer models that Super Sniper has put out there, SWFA. It's the 10 by 42. It's their more tactical design. This one is in MOA. It has MOA turrets as well as an MOA reticle. It has the focus on the back for the reticle focus. It also has a nice parallax knob on the left side like we're used to. Big turrets, easy to read, not too bad. Kind of liking what I'm seeing from here. So let's go over a little bit of the testing I did in the shop here, and I'll tell you how that stuff checked out. Okay, so the reason I picked this scope is I was working inside of a budget. I got a friend that just needed something that he could stretch his rifle out a little farther for. I've heard good things about these scopes. This is a $400 scope retail. So I picked this one up so I could see for myself just how they test out. Now, I do have some background with these as far as a good friend of mine lives up the road here. He's a retired Marine. He's been using these on his long range rigs, took them to over a mile many times. He's had them for a couple years now. Says they always return to zero, they always track well. This one tracked well on my tests here in the shop. It did return to zero on my test here in the shop. Has a 30mm tube. It's not a real heavy scope. I couldn't find the weight online. I haven't weighed it, but it's not a big heavy scope. 42mm objective, quarter minute turrets, quarter minute and an MOA reticle. Also, the reticle is in one MOA with a floating dot. I like that. Reticle's nice and easy to see. Glass seems pretty crisp. We're going to put this on a rifle and take it out and test it at distance, and I'll be able to give you the field report. But for right now, from what I'm seeing, you know, we got all the adjustments we need. We got the 30mm tube we like. We got nice positive clicks on the detent. We can count them. We can feel them on the turrets. Everything looks really good. We tested here in the shop, we tested the amount of MOA it has, an internal MOA adjustment. They advertise 100 MOA. I came up with 143. That's 43 minutes over advertised. I'm really excited about that. That means you can really stretch this baby out there. And the other thing we noticed was, as I brought this up, it was moving the reticle. The turrets were functional right up to the very last click on both ends, up and down. A lot of scopes will quit you, you know, 5 minutes before the end, and even though your turret's still clicking, it's not moving the reticle. This scope did move the reticle one click, every click right up to the stops, right at both ends. So that's pretty nice. Like I said, we're going to put this on a gun. I'm going to test it, run it through the field conditions, shoot it at a lot of different distances, check it, you know, on the gun, see how it returns to zero, how it does after some recoil, and I'll be back to give you that report when I'm all finished. I also wanted to add in there before we go to the field, I'd kind of forgotten this, but I picked up one of the SWFA bubble levels that clamps on a 30mm tube. It also comes with a set of inserts, aluminum inserts, to reduce it down to a 1-inch tube. It's a nice looking level. The only thing I really don't like about it is they didn't give us an index point like a line or a dot. I'll probably paint one of them on there, or you know, index it somehow so I can split that bubble a little easier, so I can be more precise with my level. I'll zoom in on this now and give you an idea what this piece looks like. Well, we've completed our field portion of this review, field testing the SWFA Super Sniper 10 by 42 scope. Scope did everything it was supposed to do. The parallax adjustment worked well in the field. We liked that. The scope tracking was on when we were setting zeros. If we told it to move a minute and a half left, it moved a minute and a half left. If we told it to come up a minute, it came up a minute. It did what it was supposed to do. Tested our zero several times. It always returned to zero. Shot it numerous times in the field. And tracking was good. It was right on, you know, we chronographed our rifle with a 700 Remington BDL factory rifle and 25-06. We were shooting factory Winchester 115 grain ammo. Everything worked out well. Did a lot of shooting in the 300 to 500 yard range and quite a bit of shooting in the 700 and 800 yard range. Even stretched it to 932 yards once. And we mounted it in a set of just standard rings, zero cant base, nothing fancy there. Had plenty of adjustment with 140 minutes of internal elevation. We didn't need a canted base, so we were able to keep the scope low and work with it there. All the tests I did, I was very happy with it. The clarity of the glass is good. The turrets have a nice detent. The clicks were able to distinguish quarter, half, and 3/4 MOA adjustments in between, and that all worked out well. As I mentioned, we also used one of the Super Sniper bubble levels that we mounted to the scope tube. I wanted an indicator line there, so what I ended up doing was center punching a couple little divots and filling them with white paint. It worked out for us, solved that problem. Really didn't turn out to be as big an issue. It was just as easy to bracket the bubble between the two sides of the bubble level there where the bubble floats. But I like the indicator lines or marks. Gives you kind of something to center up your bubble on. So we did that. Easy fix. So all in all, this scope performed real well. I give it a thumbs up, and I encourage anybody that's looking for a scope at a value to do this kind of stuff. I think it'll do just fine. This rifle we put it on is going to be used for hunting deer and coyote and stuff, you know, out to 700 yards, and this scope will do the job with ease, and then some probably. So good choice for you guys looking for a value in a scope. So I hope you found this review interesting. I hope it answered some questions you may have on this scope. If you liked it, you know, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and come over to longrangeonly.com and check us out. A lot of this kind of stuff going on. Good forum there, so you know you beginners can kind of get involved there and ask some questions, and hopefully get you the answers you need to proceed with long range shooting and hunting the right way. So that's it for now. Jeff Brozovich from Long Range Only signing out, and I'll see you with the next review.